Hello, welcome to another Wingspan tournament game. This is the Wingspan World Cup 23 and my third game within. My score is 1-1. Lost to a bug the first round and by a very close margin the second round, which is also on video that you can find here. And yeah, this is the new shit. Opening hand is okay. I like to have Sapsucker in the opening hand. I don't like to draw it from the tray, but having it in the opening hand is quite nice. Grasshopper Sparrow is also decent. It's about forest birds in the first round. Common Swift and Sapsucker also have some synergy. I don't have any wetlands birds apart from the red-tailed hawk, which is why I might need to keep it. There are no rats in the tray, which is bad news. Speaking of tray, I could imagine that my opponent will be interested in either the bunting or the mockingbird, which means probably I'm interested in the other one. Which one that will be, we will see. If they take the bunting, then they probably play it in the grassland, and then the cuckoo might be an interesting bird. Although we don't have any cup nests, but we would get the mockingbird if they took the thingy, but that's also a bit complicated. So the only thing that's clear is that we keep the sapsucker. And we also keep the hawk because it might be important to have a wetlands bird. We might also discard it in the forest for extra food if we get better wetland birds. And I think I also want to keep the grasshopper sparrow because in this old board, the pre-nectar era board, laying eggs towards the end is always a valid strategy, so we should probably go for that. Then we keep the food for the sapsucker. Check out the bonus cards, which are mediocre. I mean, I like the fishery manager, but I don't like the fact that I don't have a fish bird in my opening hand, but the bird feeder is just a crap card. It's always a stretch to get 8 wheat-eating birds. Oh, it's not always, but usually. So let's go with that, and let's see which bird our opponent, which is Zipzilla, will draw. So I will call him Zipzilla for Wingspan reasons. So this is the German group of the Wingspan tournament after all, so my opponent is definitely a Zipzilla. Opponent has drawn the indigo bunting and flipped a bee eater. I don't think I care that much for the bee eater, but the mockingbird is still available. Is the mockingbird better than the bee eater? I think so, because I want to go for the forest for food. But the mockingbird is just an insanely good card. So I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent took the bee eater and then settled for the grassland for gaining food, although it's a bit tricky as bee eater and indigo bunting sort of compete for food. They did not take it. They have a rat. That could be a bad sign. It might be that the other card, the one card that they kept, might be a raven or something. So what's my attitude towards the bee eater or the tray in general? By the way, the willet has become more interesting because it is a fish eater, but I think it's not interesting enough at the moment. I just go for the sapsucker, and yeah, I need to do something about my card draw skills. I might play the mockingbird in the grassland, actually. So this, we get a food, a grub from the supply. I could also play the mockingbird in the forest just to get more stuff. Ah, it's not a raven. Great. That's good news. Oh, it's a pretty Ellie's falcon. So... in any case, we're going to need eggs at some point. Yeah, there's no question of ordering it properly. Totally up for a second forest bird, I think. But there must be something better than mockingbird, right? Also, I mean, I actually want to have mockingbird in the grassland to optimize my point generation, but also I'm in desperate need of some card draw, and at the moment I'm not quite sure how to obtain this without just stupidly clicking this. I could simply draw the willet or the brand to get me started, but this also, whatever I do, I will have to do one very basic action, which doesn't feel too good. Opponent has laid eggs, so they can start drawing cards right away. Drawing one card draw action for the willet is just not good enough. I think I have to swallow the toad and just play the mockingbird here, lay eggs, get going. Nightingale and waxwing. Interesting. Not interesting enough to make me rush the card draw. Did Ellie hit, by the way? Ellie hit? That's good. Good for Ellie. So I think the nightingale is really a good bird. We should draw that. And one random card as well. Oh, that's also a good card. What was it about not playing the mockingbird in the forest? I think our card draw has just been solved. Which also means maybe we don't need the nightingale after all. But rather something like Brand to just get us more cards. It's also kind of interesting for the next round goals. But it's also not the most convincing bird, so let's discard it again and see what we have. Oh yeah, that's better actually. Then we will grab food and try to get these birds down as quickly as possible. This one too. I think the red-tailed hawk will not play a role in my plan anymore, so we can discard this for extra food. Red-winged blackbird. That's a good one. But I don't generate that much card surplus, I think, if I go for the wood duck. I mean, I could say screw the wood duck, we'd go for an insane wetlands now, which might be better. It's also a round goal to be catered for. So if they draw cards again, they would need a 1 grub forest bird in order to tie, which is... No, they have only 1 action left. So either they draw this, or they lose the round goal. So that would be fine. I think the Blackbird is just too good. Unfortunately, it's incompatible with a wood duck. I mean, another option would be draw the Blackbird and play it into the grassland. Combining it with a sparrow means that we have a good use of cards in the later game, but wood duck doesn't generate that much card plus. It's +1 card each time, and that's not a lot, because it's only gaining food, so it's not drawing cards. Wood duck and Nuthatch are just very good in combination. This is really a difficult decision. Is there a line that features Blackbird in the wetlands and wood duck in the forest? Maybe. Maybe not. I think the simple answer is I cannot really afford to give my opponent this Blackbird. The next question would be... I think we have to maximize this as well and draw an extra card. Oh! Sheesh! What's happening? Okay. I mean, this answers basically everything. So now we know we can play the Blackbird and the Killdeer in the grassland. Mockingbird will live a life in peaceful solitude in the wetlands until some fish eaters turn up and make for weird company. And yeah. Then we probably also don't need the wood duck anymore, because we can do all our card draw stuff over there. Nightingale here, that's fine. Yeah, let's get some food then. We need this. Yeah, I think we're... Wood duck is off, Killdeer is just better. This is unfortunate. Well, then we take this. So these birds don't matter at the moment. I need to have the Blackbird first. Yeah, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have a card yet that I can tuck, so I might want to play the Sparrow first, actually. Lay eggs, play Blackbird. Gain food, play Killdeer. Have some fun. Maybe we don't need to get food, because opponent has played a Nightingale in the wetlands. Hooray! Placement of eggs. It doesn't matter at the moment. So Mockingbird at least gives us some egg space, so it's not totally useless. I would actually like to play the hawk as another point generation device in the grassland. One more food and we can do it. But next action has to be lay eggs. Room somewhere. Do we want any of those filled columns, fish eaters? I think it's not that urgent. Heating, exploding. Just take these. This one can be tucked. And this one lays another egg. Insert Holy Diver melody here. Six cards in hand. If I do this 2 more times without activating the Blackbird, I might be able to compete. At least I should do it 1 more time now, and then we'll see where this leads. Still not interested in these birds. These are also kind of useless. Skipping that. So they have played Purple Gallinule. This means they can get 3 more cards. I can only get 2 more cards, so this is probably not what I am going to do. I'm hoping for some free stuff. I don't want to play. I mean, they are going to draw cards anyways. It doesn't matter. I can also play a bird. There's no way that I win this. They're not going to play a bird, so they are definitely going to draw cards, so it doesn't matter. Then I play the nuthatch here to just improve stuff. But maybe, if they're being generous, we'll get a free card and free food. So, curious to see that. Yay! Way! None of the new birds from the tray are particularly interesting. So opponent is first. I don't know why this hourglass was shown on my side. So at the moment I would have the plan to gain food, play hawk, continue laying eggs, and then delving for fish-eating birds, maybe bonus card birds. We'll see. If they're drawing cards again and we are getting free food, we might skip the gain food part actually. And this is what happened. So we actually do this. The bee eater, finally. So let's get going here. First point. So we are not going to play the Blackbird. And I think we're also laying enough eggs, so there's no kiss and sparrow going on, I fear. The Godwit is a nice card, but it's not a fish eater, which is sort of a problem. I can compete with this round goal in any case, so that doesn't matter. So we can lay eggs 2 more times before we have to invest into new space. So it's not really helpful. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard. Gain. So I can exactly lay eggs once without wasting stuff, right? We get 4, discard 1, and then 2 more. And then we need to grab food to get something going. Oh, bushed it. Bushed it is an interesting one. Yeah, it does have a lot of egg space. Can get rid of cards. We should definitely draw the bushed it. Hungry hawk. This and this. Can get rid of this. So, what are we going to do? We need to play birds because we don't have space. Cannot get wheat for... Oh, we have wheat. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just being stupid. So we get this. There's... not going to play that probably, but it does have 5 egg slots. Maybe we play it. I don't think so. I think I want to have more bonus cards first, or do I want to play the pushed it? Thing is, there is only 6 actions left in this game, so there's it's also not real value of this card. I think I just play that pushed it. I think it's about time to just screw the bonus card. Play something like this maybe, which is 1 food for 4 egg slots, which is what matters most at the moment. Something like Puffin or Spoonbill would be really great. Then I would maybe have some benefit from tackling the round, the bonus card, but... And so, what do we have here? Condor would help to fill more slots, but apart from that, it's not overly convincing. I can lay eggs once. I mean, drawing Hooded Warbler and Condor would mean I could fill these 3 columns with laying eggs, gain food, playbird, playbird, playbird. Which is not too bad, actually. On the other hand... I also have the Godwood, which I could play, but... no, let's do it like this. Very reliable hawk so far. There is the fish eater. Unfortunately a bit late. House Finch, yes. I might want to grab food once. And then play stuff. That's not very helpful. So I expect they play... Yeah, they can fill 3 columns because I know they have Red-Eyed Vireo, House Finch, and probably a 3rd Forest Bird, but they also need food for this operation. And now the catastrophe has occurred for them because the Bee Eater failed to roll anything for Bee Eater or Bunting, which has potentially killed their plan. But in any case, it will be important for me to have 3 columns filled as well. So they will lay eggs again. Roll again, they have to hit 2 food. Or at least 1 food. Which is what they did. They hit 1 food. So this was what I meant in the beginning. That Bee Eater and Indigo Bunting together are a bit tricky. Because you don't know what you're getting. And when the Bee Eater fails, This might be a problem. So they have only 2 food for their last action, which means they maybe cannot fill all the 3 columns. But maybe they can. With all the cards they drew, they have probably one of the eagle bombs or the goshawk or something. So I think it's still vitally important for me to fill the 3rd column and play one here, and even scores 2 more points with this one, and then we shall see. It was an interesting game. I'm not sure if we can win this. It all depends on how much value the last turn of my opponent will be. I mean, I know that they can have the 2 extra birds, and if the 3rd one is like Bonelli's eagle, then I think we're fucked. If it's the goshawk, it will be close. Apart from that, we'll see. So I've produced 21 eggs, several tucks, so that could be nice. Ah, good for me. They only were able to play 2 birds, so I was lucky that they failed with a bee eater move in the end. So I don't know if it's going to be enough to win, but yeah, we'll see. And so also by playing 3 birds, I sabotaged their hooded crow, which only gets 1 card now. I think it's going to be close. I don't have many points on birds. Eggs are fine, tucks are fine. Bonus cards are crap. EORs are sort of equal. Yeah, let's see. Okay. That could be enough, actually. 15 on them. Another one! Gosh, if you have seen the last video. It was also a win by 1 point. Oh my god, I'm starting to develop a minimalist approach towards this. Okay, maybe this is the repay for the maximally unlucky crash in the first game, which forced me to restart a game and ship a perfectly nice opening hand. But of course this wasn't Zipzilla's or anyone's fault, so sorry for this rough game, Zipzilla. GG, and hope to meet you again. Good luck in the rest of the World Cup, and for all of you, thank you for watching, and make sure to tune in next time again. See you!